guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. For those of you who don't know who I am, if you've never been to my channel, my name is ChelseeRunnings. I'm a residential real estate expert in Northern California, and I try to bring videos every week. I try. On all things real estate, because what else am I going to talk about? I talk about buying and selling real estate, what's going on in the real estate market, are we headed for a crash, anything you might want to know about real estate, I talk about it. I also bring you guys along with me on some of my day-to-days to show you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it's like to be a realtor. So if any of that interests you, if you're just interested in the real estate market, or if you just want to come hang out with me, make sure you subscribe to that video. And without further ado, let's just get going on today's video topic. So it is already the end of July. I can't believe this year is already almost coming to an end. We're more than halfway done, and it absolutely blows my mind. Now that it's the end of July, it is officially Leo season. Well, it's been Leo season for a few days, but it's officially Leo season, which means my birthday is in just 3 weeks. But even bigger than my birthday, there is something else that's brewing, and it is having a lot of people in complete panic. What I'm talking about is the foreclosure moratorium, which is federally backed mortgages had a moratorium preventing them from being able to be foreclosed on, is coming to an end on July 31st. And the forbearance program, which allowed homeowners and borrowers to pause their payments, is coming to an end on September 30th. Now, naturally, this has people wondering or thinking that there's going to be a housing crisis coming. Obviously, there are going to be people who are completely panicked, and there are going to be some other people who are going to be giddy over the idea that these foreclosures and these moratoriums that are being lifted are going to cause mass amounts of foreclosures, and it's going to create a housing crisis. But I'm just going to say, pump the brakes, because like I said before, we're not heading towards a housing crisis or a housing crash. And I'm going to tell you now why. Okay, but before I get into why we're not heading to a housing crash or crisis, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Maybe you do think we're heading to a housing crisis. Let me know what you think these foreclosures are going to do to our market. Are they going to cause a crash? Are they not? Give me your thoughts below. All right, now let's go. Okay, so currently there are 1.75 million borrowers that are enrolled in the forbearance program, and you're probably thinking, oh my God, that is so many people, but that's actually drastically decreased since last year. Last summer, we had 4.3 million borrowers in the forbearance program, and like I said just now, we currently have 1.75 million. So that's a huge drop in borrowers who are forbearing their mortgage payments or getting behind on their mortgage payments. If all these homes that were behind on their mortgages and in a foreclosure decided to list their house for sale evenly over the next year, that would add just half a month's inventory to our available inventory supply. What that means is that this inventory boost, although it would seem like a lot, would only bring us up to about 3 months of available inventory. To have a balanced market, we need about 6.5 months of available inventory. A balanced market is when there are the same amount of homes for sale as there are for homes or for home buyers. So as you can see, we're still going to be about 3.5 months behind on available inventory. So even all of these houses in foreclosure going on the market, it's not going to give us the inventory that we need to meet the demand that we're currently experiencing and that we're going to continue to experience. But beyond the inventory boost that we would get from these foreclosures, many people continue to reference the 2008 foreclosure crisis. Many people also think that we are headed towards the same kind of housing crisis that we saw in 2008, but there is a big difference that people are not realizing. Okay, so the difference between the 2008 housing crisis and what's going to be happening later this week or in the next few months through next year as these forbearance programs are lifted and these foreclosure moratoriums are lifted is that the struggling homeowners in 2008 were underwater on their mortgages. And what I mean by that is they owed more money on the house than what the house was actually worth. So even if they attempted to sell the house, they weren't going to be able to recoup what was owed, which forced them into a foreclosure. Today's struggling homeowners are likely sitting on a sizable amount of home equity. So if they're unable to repay or get caught back up on their outstanding mortgage, they would just simply sell their house, take advantage of today's hot market, the demand and the lack of inventory, and they would be able to avoid a foreclosure. I've said it before, I'll say it again, we are not heading towards this housing crash or housing crisis that people keep saying or thinking we are. I think that is more of wishful thinking. People think if we have this huge housing crisis and crash, they're gonna be able to go scoop up these killer deals, and it's just not gonna happen. We're not gonna see that crash that people are thinking about, that people keep referencing from 2008. Yes, the market is going to start to shift. It's already shifting, it's already changing. It is gonna stabilize. We'll see more of a stable type of market, but we are not gonna see this crash that people are, I guess, just wishing for, or maybe they're just genuinely scared about coming. It's just not gonna happen, and I don't know what else to tell you guys. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you found a little bit of useful information, maybe something you didn't know before. Maybe I helped ease some of your nerves. Maybe I burst your bubble, I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure to give my video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might get a little information out of it, some useful information. Subscribe to my channel to hang out every single week. And until next time, guys, stay safe and stay sane.